Testing 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, 3. Test, test, test. 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. If you're tuning in here today, course first pitch going to begin in about 12 minutes between Lincoln North Star and the FNBO Nationals here in Kearney for the Kearney Tournament. Nationals looking to make their way to I want to say a better spot, as they currently might be the number 2 seed at the district in Scottsbluff coming up next week. But about 10 more minutes before the first pitch between Lincoln North Star as well as the FNBO Nationals. We'll start a quick stop pregame show here in just a couple of seconds when I come back.
.1 and AM 1410.
The following is a North Platte Post sports presentation. It's time for FNBO American Legion Baseball with the North Platte Post and FM 98.1.
Get set and
oh my God, there goes Blaze Seiler! He did it! He successfully stole home!
Today's game is brought to you in part by Sandhills State Bank, Premier Toyota, Dave's Place Pizza and Wings, CT Computer Services, The Shelter Insurance Boys, Pete Voles, Brett Rogo, and Matthew Musselman.
That one smashed into left field. It's going all the way. Make that 2 home runs today for Jack Polk.
FNBO Baseball also brought to you in part by Great Plains Sports and Therapy, Larry's Glass, Bill Summers Ford, the DNN Event Center, Larry's RV, Double Dips Ice Creamery, Kevin McGann and the Fortify Group, Great Plains Home Care Equipment, Runza, Bureau Clean, CIO Wealth Strategies, and the North Platte Public Schools.
So that's turned on by Blaze Seiler. It's going all the way. It's out of here. The Nationals have done it. Blaze Seiler has hit a home run to walk it off.
Let's play ball. FNBO Baseball from FM 98.1 and AM 1410 while live streamed at NorthPlattePost.com. Here's the voice of the Nationals, Paxton Gordon.
Hey everybody, welcome in here to some FNBO Nationals Baseball Live, FM 98.1, AM 1410, and as always, video live streaming on NorthPlattePost.com. Nationals come in today's competition, currently sitting at 24-16 on the year. They're going to be taking on a team that they have seen, I would say quite a couple of times, but have seen a fair amount of times over the last couple of weeks. Oh, well, I've seen them one time in the Elkhorn Tournament. That is Lincoln North Star, or better known as Anderson Ford Lincoln North Star. They currently sit on the year 14-11 this season. Nationals did get the better hand between these two teams. Again, at the Elkhorn Tournament, that itself was a few weeks ago. Nationals picking up the 6-1 victory against Lincoln North Star's ace. So the Nationals already have a leg up over Lincoln North Star this season and look to continue that here today against Anderson Ford Lincoln North Star at the Kearney Tournament. Again, we are exactly 1 week away from the beginning, that's right, the beginning of district baseball. Nationals will be heading to Scottsbluff next Friday, where it is still up in the air whether they'll be playing Lexington, Scottsbluff, or Grand Island USAFE. So there is a little bit of leeway the Nationals could potentially be playing at when it comes to who their opponent will be. We, of course, at the moment don't know. The brackets are still being finalized. Nationals, though, should be officially the number 2 seed in that bracket. So they are hoping, if you are a Nationals fan, that they will be taking on Lexington in the first round of the district competition. Quick Stop pregame show, 27 locations, open 24 hours a day. Quick Stop, always open right around the corner. Again, the Nationals coming off of a 2-game winning streak earlier this week where they took down both McCook as well as Lexington in pretty convincing fashion. I believe the totality of runs is 33-1 is the National scorecard in the last 2 games that they have played. Been on an absolute tear and are looking to continue that here against some very, very healthy and strong competition. Of course, Lincoln North Star alongside Millard South and Lincoln Southeast are some of, if not the best teams that are from the Lincoln area. So Nationals will have themselves their hands full when it comes to this tournament this week. But why not get some good teams out of the way here to make sure you are prepped and ready to go for districts next Friday. We're going to step aside. We're going to take a break here in the Quick Stop pregame show. We come back more alongside our Double Dips Ice Creamery starting lineup right here, FM 98.1, AM 1410, and video live streaming as always on NorthPlattePost.com.
We're always open right around the corner. Quick Stop.
With your 24-hour convenience store. Fast, friendly, no one gives you more. Gas, food, your favorite drink. Get everything you need in a blink. That's why everybody stops at Quick Stop.
We're always open right around the corner. Quick Stop.
With summer just around the corner, Mid-Plains Community College can help you get a jump start on your college degree. Our summer courses may allow you an opportunity to transfer credits back to your institution, saving you money while helping you earn your degree faster. Visit our website at mpcc.edu to learn more about our summer offerings and begin transforming your future today. That's mpcc.edu.
Amy is trying the new BLT Junior wrap from Runza.
You will never guess all the good stuff they've got in here. They've got bacon.
Well, yeah, it's a BLT.
They've also got lettuce.
Yep, the L in BLT.
And even, you'll never guess.
Tomatoes? It's a BLT.
You're good.
So is the new BLT Junior wrap at Runza. Come see for yourself. Because from the way we make it to the way it makes you feel, Runza makes it all better.
Welcome to Memorial Field. The FNBO Nationals taking on Lincoln North Star in some baseball action. Nationals 24-16 on the season. Currently, if I remember correctly, you're going to have to correct me if I'm wrong, sitting at 11 of their last 12 games the Nationals have won in this last 2 to 3 week strand, which I think is really cool and also very, very nice as this Nationals team, after what was, described as a slouch. I won't say a slouch, but a slump between this team when they, during the CWS tournament, lost at most 8 games in a row, and now are winners of 11 of their last 12 is such a huge turnaround and something that you love to see and I love to see myself. So why not jump into our Double Dips Ice Creamery starting lineup. Double Dips Ice Creamery in the historic Canteen District in North Platte offers 24 plus different flavors of hand-dipped ice cream served in a variety of ways. Double Dips also offers homemade waffle cones and bowls alongside homemade fudge and freshly baked desserts. Hey, plus they also have available the ice cream trailer for all your outdoor events. Start on the side of Lincoln North Star, 14-11 on this season. Again, fell the Nationals in the Elkhorn tournament a few weeks ago, 6-1. Austin McClipp will be starting at second base, the leadoff man, with Sam Schaefer on the mound for Lincoln North Star. Braden Sunkin, the designated hitter, will be in the 3-hole with Caden Klein over at first base. Jace Coleman in center field for Lincoln North Star with Peyton Beals at third base. Mason Ford in left with Jaden Johnson in right field. Sean Hood is the center fielder with Easton Westland as the defensive substitute at shortstop here for today. On the side of the FNBO Nationals, as always, Caden Johnson will be leading off in center field with Jack Polk in the 2-hole at shortstop. Landon Greeno, the permanent first baseman all season long, will be in the 3-hole with Easton Jones, who's on the mound for the Nationals in the 4 slot. Dean McIntyre at the catcher position. Ty Hanneborg at second base in the 6-hole. Logan Hayes moving over to third base today in the 7-hole. Blaze Zeiler out in right field with Tyler Townsend in left. It's time for our national anthems. With this, we'll step aside, take a break, and come back to some baseball action right here, FM 98.1, AM 1410, and video live streaming at NorthPlattePost.com.
Are you ready to embark on an exciting new career? Larry's Glass has been a trusted name in custom glass design for over 40 years, and they are seeking a skilled glazier to join their team. If you have a passion for precision and craftsmanship, this is the perfect opportunity for you. Install glass in commercial, residential, and auto settings. Get paid while you train for a new career. Stop into Larry's Glass at 211 West 5th Street, North Platte, and discuss how you can be part of their team and build a fulfilling career.
The North Platte Public Schools prepares all students to be productive, responsible citizens in a safe, caring, supporting learning environment with caring staff, engaging curriculum, clean facilities, and updated technology. You can rely on our schools giving your child the tools they need for a successful future. For more information, including enrollment and career opportunities, visit nppsd.org. North Platte Public Schools. Communicate, connect, commit.
The DNN Event Center wishes everyone a great sports season. With North Platte and Nebraska weather, things change quickly and can make our lives a little more difficult. Thank goodness for the DNN. The DNN offers hourly rentals for all types of sports practices, including turf, courts, batting cages, and equipment usage. Call the DNN Event Center to schedule your team's practice times and for more league information for all sports seasons. For over 30 years in our community, for your next event, the DNN Event Center.
We'll go back here to one Memorial Field. Nationals taking on Lincoln North Star in some baseball action. Nationals coming into today looking to make sure that they continue this super duper hot streak that they are on as their winners of 11 out of the last 12 games and taking on a team that they have been victorious over already in this season. Lincoln North Star is the team the Nationals will be taking on here. Game number 1 of this Kearney tournament. Nationals beat Lincoln North Star 6-1 in the Elkhorn tournament just a few weeks ago and are looking to do so yet again right here. Basically, the rest of these games don't matter in totality too much since really the schedules or the results have already been turned into the district in Scottsbluff. So really these games are more of warm-up and prep before we get to the start of the district time, as Nationals, again, 24-16, 14-11 is the record for Lincoln North Star. Anderson Ford, Lincoln North Star. So it's time to get things underway on the mound. Sam Schaefer for Lincoln North Star will be facing off against Caden Johnson. As, of course, the leadoff batter goes Johnson, Polk, and then Landon Greeno. Basically the same starting three that we've seen for a majority of this season for the Nationals. And man, oh man, this team offensively, these last two games have been lights out. They have recorded 33 total runs and only have given up 1 run in return. So it is hot, it is heavy. This offense is just something that you got to fear this season. And I'm telling you, if you're a fan of the FNBO Nationals, or I hope you're a fan if you're listening into my coverage here. If you're a fan of course, my coverage, I hope you are a fan of everything that we do here at Eagle Radio. I'm excited to get things underway for this baseball game. Nationals taking on, again, Lincoln North Star. Anderson Ford, Lincoln North Star in some baseball action. First up to bat for the Nationals is going to be one Caden Johnson. Johnson sits so far on a hot streak, picking up a handful of hits. He's going to lead one off on over to Westland. At short, he can't hold on to it. And with that, Caden Johnson's going to scamper his way on over to first base to lead this game off with a hit for the FNBO Nationals. And now let it begin, as the runner at first base wouldn't be shocked if we see Joni scamper to second, really testing the arm of Sean Hood, who's the catcher in today's game for the Nationals. Or excuse me, for Lincoln North Star, as Jack Polk is now due up, hit a home run against McCook on Tuesday, as first pitch into Polk is too high for ball number 1. As another potential pickoff attempt gets Johnson back, and he is safe without really any issues. 1 ball, no strikes into Jack Polk. As Sam Schaefer now with his 1-0 count gets the sign and tries to pick off again Caden Johnson, but he gets back. Schaefer very afraid of what Caden Johnson can do on the base pads with that speed he's got. Schaefer steps and fires. That pitch outside once again. There's ball number 2 to Jack Polk. As now Schaefer delivers the pitch, swung on and fouled, rocketed down the third base side for strike number 1. Good contact from Jack Polk, but pulled it a little too early, and with that, it's a 2-1 count. Now to the shortstop here for today's game, Easton Jones on the mound for the Nationals. Schaefer's 2-1 count as he looks to pick off Caden Johnson yet again. Johnson gets back in plenty of time. Even with a little bit of a stutter on over to the first base bag, he still makes it. No worries for Caden Johnson. And with that, still a 2-1 count as Sam Schaefer fires. There goes Johnson. Pops sky high up. Johnny's going to have to turn back around. Getting up underneath it is the third baseman, Peyton Beals, and he clubs it for out number 1. And down goes Jack Polk in his first at-bat today, which brings up Landon Greeno. Greeno this season has, specifically in the last couple of weeks, really bumped up his batting average. He was batting below 200, closer to 150 on the season, and really ever since the CWS tournament, turns it around and now batting above 300, close to 375. For Landon Greeno, again, Caden Johnson on over at first. He gets another good jump. Low throw. The throw from Hood will not make it on over to second in time. And with that, Caden Johnson will successfully steal second base. It's ball number 1 into the first baseman, Landon Greeno. Easton Jones on deck with Dean McIntyre in the hole for the Nationals here up against Sam Schaefer. Next pitch from Schaefer is into Landon Greeno for ball number 2. That was also below the knees. So currently it's a 2-0 count to the first baseman, Landon Greeno, with Caden Johnson at second. He turns on one. It's going into the gap in right center field to the wall. It should go, and that'll easily score Caden Johnson. A stand-up double for Landon Greeno, and there he is on cue. Talked about how well he was doing with the bat. He turns on one and gets him in home. Landon Greeno with a double gets Johnson home. And just like that, the Nationals record their second hit today. Their first run is now up to bat Easton Jones, also on a bit of a hot hitting streak for the Nationals. That pitch is going to be a little low from Sam Schaefer, but find its way in for strike number 1. 0-1 the count now to the side of Easton Jones. Next pitch, that one's going to make its way into left field, and with that, they're going to bring Landon Greeno home. It's mishandled in the outfield there by Mason Ford, and Easton Jones will make his way on over to second. Another hit, another run, and the Nationals get yet again another player on the board and another player on the base pads. As Easton Jones makes his way to second on the throw. And now up to bat comes Dean McIntyre. I'm telling you, this top of the lineup for the Nationals has been nothing but beauty for this team for the last couple of weeks now, and they're continuing to show that. As the next pitch into McIntyre is swung on and missed. Sam Schaefer gets one in the zone. Strike number 1. It's now an 0-1 count into McIntyre. 2-0, the lead for the Nationals here in this Top of the first inning, the pitch. Back in there, so back-to-back strikes from Sam Schaefer makes it 0-2 the count. Still again a runner in scoring position. Easton Jones at second base. Ty Hanneborg's on deck with Logan Hayes in the hole. Schaefer gets the sign and fires. That pitch is high and outside for ball number 1. So it's 1-0. The count now into Dean McIntyre. As now the 1-2 swung on, grounder, going to get into left field for another base hit. Easton Jones will make his way to third, so we got runners at the corners now for the Nationals. They are absolutely on a roll right now, as we're going to have a courtesy runner checking in for the Nationals. It's Gabe Moreno on over at first base. McIntyre gets another hit for this team, 4th today. And now a runner on over at first. Gabe Moreno courtesy running for Dean McIntyre, with Easton Jones at third. Sam Schaefer now facing off against Ty Hanneborg, who himself is on a tear. In his last couple at-bats, he's gone 4 for 6. Maybe even 5 for 6, if I remember correctly. Looks to lay a bunt down, but it's in there for strike number 1 to Ty Hanneborg from Sam Schaefer. Still top of the first inning. 2-0 lead for the Nationals, with still more runs threatening to score. Only 1 out at the moment. Schaefer struggling to find some of that stability in his first couple of pitches. I say that, he'll find himself another strike, and going home is Gabe Moreno. Oh, it gets past him into center field. Oh, he might be out though at third as he misjudged a little bit of it. He's safe at third. Oh, my heavens. Moreno successfully will steal second on a delayed steal. And then Easton Jones comes home, and then on over as the ball passed up the second baseman, he makes his way on over to third. So Gabe Moreno now at third base. It's an 0-2 count in to Ty Hanneborg, as the Nationals finding some momentum. It's skied up from Ty Hanneborg and gets back on over behind our press box, so it's still a 0-2 count to Ty Hanneborg. Is Sam Schaefer looking to find the second out of this inning and stop giving up the runs. Pitch. That one again swung on and fouled, this time very far out and away. Still count at 0-2 to Ty Hanneborg. One out. One runner on over at third base being Gabe Moreno. Hanneborg looking to bring another run home against Sam Schaefer. Schaefer gets the sign from Hood and fires. Turned on again. It's skied and lofted towards right field territory, and he'll fall foul over the fence. So yet again, another good battle brewing here between Ty Hanneborg along with Sam Schaefer. 0-2. Now on to our 5th pitch between these two. Logan Hayes is on deck. Blaze Zeiler in the hole. Still a runner on over at third. Gabe Moreno. Schaefer's already given up 3 runs on 4 hits to start this game off, and we're in the top of the first. Schaefer likes what he sees from Hood and delivers. Turned on, gonna bounce its way on over to the second baseman. Throw to first, not in time! Another run comes across, an infield single for Ty Hanneborg, as it was Austin McClipp who had to jump in front of Easton Westland to grab the ball and hesitated a little bit as he had to try and find that grip. A little mistake maybe from the infield of Lincoln North Star, as if Westland was the one grabbing it, an easy throw to first that would have gotten Ty Hanneborg out, but because of the little bit of argy-barginess from McClipp, Hanneborg gets on safely at first, and yet again another run comes across for the Nationals. 4-0, 4 runs on 5 hits. As a mountain visit just gets concluded, and up comes Logan Hayes, a young man who bursted onto the scene for the senior team. At one point batting above 600, has come back to earth a little bit more, but has a prime opportunity to keep this inning rocking and rolling. Hanneborg at first for the Nationals. Schaefer gets the sign and fires. Logan turns on one. It's going to fall down into right field for a base hit. Ty Hanneborg's rounding his way on over to third, and we have runners at the corners. And now there's some misjudgment on the side of Lincoln North Star as nobody was covering the second base bag, and with that, Logan Hayes sneaks his way to second. Oh my heavens! It's fallen apart for Lincoln North Star to start this game. 4-0 the lead. Runners at the corners, 1 out. And here comes Blaze Zeiler. Still no action in the North Star bullpen. Runners at second and third, might I add. First pitch into Zeiler is down the middle for strike number 1. It's 0-1 the count now. Nationals have jumped on Sam Schaefer early here. 4 runs on 6 hits. Still only 1 out and are threatening to score with Hanneborg at third. Logan Hayes at second. Schaefer now with his 0-1. Takes a deep breath and fires. Check swing from Zeiler, but it's low and on the ground. Ball number 1, it's 1-1 the count now. 1-1, 1 out. 2 runners on for the Nationals, hitting 4-0. The pitch turned on. Oh, and it's fouled back to the netting. Strike number 2. It's 1-2 the count now. One and two with 1 out. Still 2 runners on. Zeiler up to bat. Tyler Townsend in the hole with Caden Johnson on deck. Sam Schaefer fires. Turned on, slow ground that's going to get on over to Westland. He'll throw it to first. He'll get there in time, but not before another run comes across. So a good little sacrifice ground out from Blaze Zeiler to score the runner Ty Hanneborg on over from third and move Logan Hayes up to third. And now here comes Tyler Townsend. Townsend, one of the players just like Ty Hanneborg and Landon Greeno, whose batting average has been slowly starting to climb as the season has come along, and he's been able to get some more offensive reps. With Race Morkey no longer on the team, both Tyler Townsend and Logan Hayes have had to really pick up some heavy burdens and some heavy weight on their shoulders, and have done so successfully so far. Now, Sam Schaefer's first pitch was high and tight upstairs. Ball number 1, it's 1-0 the count now. Next pitch from Sam Schaefer, 1-0. Hayes at third. It's in there. Strike number 1. 1-1 the count now. 2 now the left fielder, Tyler Townsend. One and 1, 2 outs here. Hayes at third again. Swung on, it's skied, and it will take a nice little drift, though, into the right field tree for strike number 2 to Tyler Townsend. Logan Hayes still in scoring position at third base. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs here. Still top of the first inning. Sam Schaefer gets his sign from the catcher Hood and delivers. That's outside. Ball number 2. 2-2 the count now. After Tyler Townsend, we're going back to the top of the order with Caden Johnson up to bat, followed by Jack Polk, who's in the hole. 2-2 from Schaefer as he takes a breath and fires in. Swung on, going to get its way on over to McClip. Oh, he slips and falls. He still can't have it, and another run comes home. Oh no, Austin McClip on over at second base, slips and falls trying to get the ball, and because of that, another run comes across. It is now 6-0, the lead for the Nationals. Oh my good heavens, you couldn't have written it up any weirder and any cleaner for the Nationals to start this Kearney tournament off. Up 6-0 against Lincoln North Star. Next pitch into Caden Johnson is above the letters, but he'll be in for strike number 1. It's 0-1 the count now, 2 down. Already 6-0 lead for the Nationals. Top of the first, Tyler Townsend on over at first base. Here comes Sam Schaefer with his 0-1 into Joni, who singled in his first at-bat, almost hits Caden Johnson. One and one with 2 down. Top of the first inning. Sam Schaefer's already given up 6 runs, a pickoff attempt. No good as Tyler Townsend's going to make his way back over to first. As Caden Johnson would love to keep this inning alive with 2 outs. Schaefer with his 1-1. There goes Townsend. He had a good little jump. Great throw from Hood. Oh, it gets into center field, and another successful stolen base for the Nationals here. 2-1 the count now to Caden Johnson, and Tyler Townsend is in scoring position at second base. You can look at the games earlier this week against Lexington and McCook and maybe say it's a fluke, but so far against good competition in Lincoln North Star, Nationals are crushing it. Swung on by Johnson and foul back into the stands. 2-2 the count now. So far, the Nationals have scored 39 runs in their last 3 games, compared to only giving up 1. I mean, what a week it's been for this team offensively, and are looking to continue so right here. 2-2 from Sam Schaefer to Caden Johnson. Oh, it's in there. Strike 3 on and off speed, and that's how this inning will, though, come to an end. Not before 6 runs come across on 7 hits when we come back here. Bottom of the first inning, Nationals leading 6-0. FM 98.1, AM 1410, and as always, video live streaming on NorthPlattePost.com.
Buying a car?
Great Plains Health Orthopedics in North Platte is ready to serve you with board-certified orthopedic surgeons and a team of medical professionals who specialize in hip, knee, and shoulder joint replacements and revisions, minor to complex hand injuries, sports medicine for both the serious athlete and the weekend warrior, new and innovative operative and non-operative procedures, and work-related injuries. Same-week appointments are available. Call Great Plains Health Orthopedics today.
Your health is our mission. Great Plains Health.
Buying a car? It's not always the most pleasant experience, but it doesn't have to be that way. 23 years. That's how long Premier Toyota has been in North Platte community, delivering a car buying experience that's friendly, easy, and fun. Check PremierAutoplex.com first, then stop by your lot at 2600 South Willow Street in North Platte. Come see us. Premier Toyota for your next new Toyota or pre-owned vehicle. Premier Toyota at PremierAutoplex.com.
Welcome back here to One Memorial Field. Nationals leading Lincoln North Star 6-0. 6 runs on 7 hits. No errors for the Nationals. No runs, no hits, no errors for Anderson Ford Lincoln North Star here at day 1 of the Kearney tournament. Our half-inning breaks is always brought to you in part by Kevin McGann and the Fortifying Group. Check out Kevin McGann and the Fortifying Group at his location, 621 South Dewey, Suite B. As well as our other sponsors here for today's game, Dave's Place Pizza and Wings. You find out more, 1510 East 4th Street. So up to bat for the first time here today for Anderson Ford Lincoln North Star, who trails 6-0. In their bottom half of the first inning, Austin McClipp, Sam Schaefer on deck with Braden Sunken in the hole. Easton Jones, the pitcher for the Nationals in day number 1. He will be the person that McClipp will be seeing for the first time as his pitch going to be in there. Strike number 1 on a fastball from Easton Jones. Jones, just like Jack Polk, has a very powerful fastball, but sometimes his control not so great. Great glove from Logan Hayes. Uh-oh, he throws that one away after he tried to make a play at first base. He makes the glove, couldn't hold on to it. and then tries to launch it to first to beat out the runner, but unfortunately it gets over the head of Landon Greeno, and that's an error for Logan Hayes to lead this game off. So because of that, on over to second goes McClipp, and there's a runner in scoring position for Lincoln North Star with Sam Schaefer now up to bat. Swing and a miss from Schaefer as he was behind on it for strike number one. Braden Sunken on deck with Caden Klein in the hole. Nationals lead 6-0, but there's a runner in scoring position for Lincoln North Star. Greeno in the grass expecting a bunt as, ooh, that one just going to be outside according to the home plate umpire, but from my view up here in this press box, it looked like it was in. But 1-1 the count to Schaefer as Jones keeps a couple glances at second and fires. That one below the knees, but in. Strike number two. 1-2 the count now to the pitcher, Sam Schaefer. Austin McClipp at second, following the error to lead this inning off. The pitch, skied up into the air. Caden Johnson's running back towards it, still going. He gets there and gloves it. What a throw from him. He might be able to get it to third, not in time though, as Austin McClipp advances on over to third base. And with one out, the runner, McClipp's now at third, and it's Braden Sunken who's up to bat for Lincoln North Star. McClipp just 90 feet away at third base. As Anderson for Lincoln North Star is trying to claw their way back into this game after falling down 6-0 in the top of the inning, as first pitch from Jones into Sunken is there for strike one. His next fastball, too high, above the letters there, ball number one. It's 1-1 the count now. 1-1, one out. The pitch, swing and a miss. Sunken misses it. Beautiful throw from Easton Jones. It's now 1-2 the count. With one runner on in scoring position, Austin McClipp at third base. The 1-2. Check swing, but it's in the turf. Ball number two. 2-2 the count. Caden Klein on deck. Jace Coleman in the hole. 2-2, one out. Bottom of the first inning. Easton Jones shakes off a few signs from McIntyre, but finds the one he likes. That's above the letters, but they're going to say it's in, actually. Late call from the home plate umpire. There's strike three, and down goes Sunken looking. There's now two down. This bottom of the first inning with Caden Klein taking up the batting stances. He has Austin McClipp at first base, still 90 feet away, threatening to score. Jones's pitch pulls T. McIntyre away from his catcher position. Ball number one. 1-0. Two down here in this first inning. Nationals lead 6-0. Easton Jones, next fastball. Going to get away from McIntyre, but not far enough to advance McClipp. It's 2-0 the count now, and there's sometimes it's tough to say the downside, but one of the struggles for Easton Jones this season, when he tries to put some touch on it, it gets away from him. It gets out the zone. The 2-0, good bounce back. That one in. Strike number one, 2-1 the count now. 2-1, two down. McClipp still at third, threatening to score for Anderson Ford, Lincoln North Star. 2-1 from Easton Jones. Oh my good heavens, that almost hits. Caden Klein, tight inside ball three, 3-1 the count now. Three and one, two down. Jones delivers. That one, just gonna be too tight inside ball four. Coach Ricky Holm, as well as Dean McIntyre, disagree, and home plate umpire making a gesture to Tell Ricky to calm down just a little bit. That pitch just barely too tight inside for ball 4. Now we have runners at the corners with 2 down for Jace Coleman. Still runner threatening at third base being Austin McClipp. First pitch swinging from Coleman, way off the mark. Strike number 1. It's now 0-1 the count. Easton Jones trying to find his way out of this inning without giving up a run. 0-1 now as Coleman receives the next pitch. Throw on over to first. Not going to be in time as getting back is Caden Klein. It's 1-1 now. 2 down to this bottom of the first inning. Jones up to 18 pitches, 10 strikes and 8 balls. No action for either side in the bullpen. 1-1. Jones gets the sign from McIntyre as he sets up and delivers. A little grounder that's going to be picked up by Jack Polk. He'll throw it on over to first in time, and that's how this inning comes to an end. Even though the Nationals collected an error to start the inning off, they bounce back and get the last 3 outs without giving up a run and still lead 6-0 as we go to the top of the second. We come back here to Kearney for the Kearney Tournament. FM 98.1, AM 1410, and video live streaming on NorthPlattePost.com.
After I drop the kids off, I have to run across town for a meeting, hit the gym during lunch. Jake has soccer tonight, and Emily has gymnastics? Oh, did I turn on the crock pot this morning?
With a never-ending to-do list, it's easy to forget something important, like setting up a life insurance plan with Shelter Insurance. Your local Shelter agent can show you how to create a safety net for your family. Shelter Life Insurance Company, Columbia, Missouri.
Ask me, Matthew Musselman, about Shelter Life Insurance coverage options.
Bill Summers knows summer storms and hail can wreak havoc on your vehicle. Experience damage? Don't wait. Bill Summers is ready to assist you with all your questions about gap insurance, what to do next, and can guide you through the process if your car is totaled. You don't always have to wait for your insurance check to get back on the road. Bill Summers offers immediate purchase options so you can drive away today and enjoy the ride. Weather the storm with confidence. Call or visit Bill Summers in North Platte today or go online 24/7 at BillSummers.com.
Welcome back here to Kearney, Nebraska. And the Nationals here are participating in the Kearney Tournament, are taking on Lincoln North Star on day number 1, game number 2 here in this tournament. Nationals up 6-0. 6 runs on 7 hits, 1 error, compared to no runs on no hits and no errors for Lincoln North Star. Nationals, actually, first off, let's give a big thank you to our sponsors here for today's game, Kevin McGann and the Fortifying Group. Check out Kevin McGann and the Fortifying Group. His location, 621 South Dewey, Sweet Pea. As well as our other sponsors for today's game, Sand Hills State Bank. There's coming to Brandon Banking with locations in North Platte, Ogallala, Grant, and many more. Head to sandhillstate.com for a full list of services and locations. It's currently a 2-0 count now into shortstop Jack Polk, and he flew out to Caden Klein in this first plate appearance. He will then sky one once again as it drifts towards right field, and it'll fall out the field of play. Strike number 1. Sam Schaefer is still on the mound without any signs of rotation help from Lincoln North Star. So we're going to hold him out there and see if he can improve. It's currently a 2-1 count to Polk. His next pitch swung on and drifting towards the parking lot, and that's where it'll end up. 2-2 now. Landon Greeno is on deck with Easton Jones in the hole for the Nationals, who leads 6-0 here, top of the second. Schaefer gets the sign from Sean Hood and delivers. That's high upstairs on a fastball. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Now a full count to Jack Polk, the ever-dangerous hitter and base runner. Now here comes Schaefer once again. Gets his sign. Deep breath and fires. That one rocketed into center field. Up underneath it goes Jace Coleman. Backs up and he gloves it for an easy out number 1. Jack Polk gets down, flying out in his second at-bat. That brings up Landon Greeno. Double to the gap in right center field in his first at-bat against Schaefer. Now has the bases clear with him up to bat. First pitch. Ooh, just smidge outside. Ball number 1. Want to know the count now. Schaefer likes the sign from Sean Hood. This is now the 43rd pitch from Sam Schaefer. Swung on, it gets up and into center field for a base hit from Landon Greeno. Greeno now on cycle watch here. Got a double, and of course the single now means all he needs is a triple and a home run, and he will complete the cycle. And because of that, it's now the 8th hit for the Nationals with a runner at first to bring up Easton Jones. He singled into left field past the outreaching glove of Peyton Beals in his first plate appearance. Love to advance Greeno as well. Ooh, that pitch low and away from Sam Schaefer. Ball number 1. Greeno, not known for his blazing speed, will certainly not attempt to steal unless he gets a fantastic jump. Swung on again. It's going to fall into center field for a base hit. Another beautiful hit for Easton Jones in this middle part of the order. That's now the 9th hit today for the Nationals, and they have 2 runners aboard with 1 out to bring up Dean McIntyre. He singled past the glove of Easton Westland in his first at-bat. Has Greeno at second, Jones at first. The infield is playing close to the grass as Caden Klein is in the grass. The first pitch from Sam Schaefer is outside. Ball number 1. And this is the tough part about this game right now for Lincoln North Star, and I hate to be the Lincoln North Star coach, is, again, a tournament is up at your hands. You don't want to really waste your pitching. But right now you're trailing 6-0 and really floundering to find a solution. Next pitch. That one going to bounce away from Sean Hood. And with that, both runners will advance 1 base pad without really even having to worry about a steal. And that just means great things for this Nationals team. 2-0 the count now from Sam Schaefer to Dean McIntyre. Runners at second and third. Greeno at third. Jones at second. Now the infield really playing for a bunt. Swung on and going to get out of the glove there of the third baseman, Peyton Beals, and he can't complete the throw to first. And Landon Greeno scores yet again for this Nationals team. Oh, I feel so bad for Peyton Beals, as had a pretty easy throw potentially home, but first off couldn't get his balance right. And then dropped the ball a couple of times, and because of that, Dean McIntyre gets aboard, and another run comes across. So runners at second and first as Gabe Moreno now checks in as a courtesy runner for the Nationals. Ty Hanneborg up to bat. He singled into right field in his first plate appearance against Sam Schaefer. Pitch. Swung on again. It's going to get into the gap in right center field. They're bringing Easton Jones on home. The throw home, great throw. Not in time. The throw on over to third is safe as Gabe Moreno gets on over to third. An RBI single from Ty Hanneborg gets runners at the corners, and now it's an 8-0 lead. The 11th hit today for the Nationals. I mean, what a day for this squad so far. 8 runs on 11 hits. They've only committed 1 error, the Nationals have. No runs, no hits, no errors for Lincoln North Star, and we're still here in this top of the 2nd inning. Another runner threatening to score, Moreno at third as Logan Hayes is up to bat, and he misses there for strike number 1. The throw home, not going to be in time as the double steal is successful. Tough play for Sean Hood. He either has to throw it to second with Ty Hanneborg blitzing his way there, or be prepared for Gabe Moreno to finish his steal on home. He couldn't figure out what he wanted to do, and because of that, both runners successfully steal their bases, and it's now 9-0 in favor of the Nationals. Sam Schaefer still struggling to find any control of this ballgame, and now we have a pitcher warming up in the bullpen for Lincoln North Star. I believe warming up is Jackson Warner. Wagner. Jackson Wagner is warming up. The Lincoln North Star, 1-1 is the count into Hayes. Hayes swings and he'll foul it back to the press box for strike number 2. It's a 1-2 count. With 1 out here in this top of the second inning. 9 runs have come across for the Nationals. We haven't even crested the bottom of the second, and now we have some action in the Nationals bullpen as Easton Geisler is out to warm up. That one fouled off by Logan Hayes yet again. So still at 1-2 the count. Runner at second, Ty Hanneborg. On deck, Blaze Zeiler with Tyler Townsend in the hole. So here comes the 1-2. Swung on, popped up, drifting on over to Caden Klein at first. He gets there and gloves it. Round number 2. So now with 2 down here in this top of the second inning, here comes Blaze Zeiler. He grounded out to Easton Westland in his first plate appearance. That did score a run for the Nationals. Now here against Sam Schaefer for the second time. Would love to keep the inning alive and score Ty Hanneborg, who's at second base. Schaefer's pitch, high upstairs. Ball number 1 to the right fielder. With the 1-0 count, Sean Hood gives the sign to his pitcher Schaefer and fires. That one's low in the turf. Ball 2, 2-0 the count. Schaefer's up to 55 total pitches, 36 strikes now, and 19 balls. It's a 2-0 count to the speedy Blaze Zeiler. Schaefer takes a deep breath, glances at second, and delivers. Swung on, it will get up in the middle for a base hit. They're waving Ty Hanneborg home. He will get there, and another hit, another run. The Nationals are up 10-0 here in this top of the second. With Tyler Townsend up to bat, things keep going from bad to worse for Lincoln North Star. As Townsend with an opportunity to keep this inning still rolling. Runner at first being Blaze Zeiler. That pitch going to find its way into strike number 1 with a fastball on the inside part of the plate. Caden Joneson up to bat. 10 runs on 12 hits and 1 error for the Nationals here early on in this ball game. There goes the runner, Zeiler. He'll make the throw to second. Sean Hood can't get it. Now they're going to call batter interference from Tyler Townsend, and that inning's going to come to an end as out Coach Ricky Holm goes to argue his call. And with that, the inning, though, comes to an end following batter interference. We're going to the bottom of the second, but still the Nationals lead 10-0 when we come back here. FM 98.1, AM 1410, and video live streaming on NorthPlattePost.com.
Where do you go for wings?
Dave's Place.
Where do you go for pizza?
Dave's Place.
What about cold drinks, a family atmosphere, and nightly specials?
Dave's Place.
Sounds like a sweep for Dave's Place. Pizza made from fresh dough, drink deals, and yes, the best pizza and wings.
It's Dave's Place.
Dave's Place on East 4th Street or at davesplacenp.com.
Order it, carry out, DoorDash. Dave's Place. Whoop, whoop.
Free PC and Mac checkups at CT Computer Services in North Platte? That's right. Let CT Computer Services diagnose your systems to ensure your hardware integrity, security, and overall PC Mac health are running as they should. For a free PC Mac checkup, stop in at 905 South Willow in North Platte or call 308-534-3628. CT Computer Services, your IT guys since 2005.
Welcome back here to Kearney, Nebraska. The Nationals are participating in the Kearney tournament. It's day number 1, and we have a new pitcher on the mound for the Nationals. It's Easton Geisler taking over. So Easton Jones really only needed 1 inning of action, keeping him nice and fresh for the games to come. And Easton Geisler will now take over. Again, our half-inning breaks brought to you in part by Kevin McGann and the Fortifying Group. Check out Kevin McGann and the Fortifying Group. His location, 621 South Dewey, Suite B. Jones only threw 19 pitches in his one inning of play, and now with Geisler up to pitch, seeing if he can make it the rest of the way for the Nationals. Currently leading 10-0 over Lincoln North Star. And I think, I wouldn't say North Star or the Nationals are throwing the towel in, but potentially both teams are reaching a point maybe with how crazy the Nationals have been offensively in this game so far that maybe they are kind of throwing the towel in. As again, Peyton Beals is up to bat with Mason Ford on deck. Jaden Johnson in the hole for Lincoln North Star. So other than that, the defense pretty much stays the same for the Nationals. It's just Easton Jones is now on the bench getting some rest. Logan Hayes will continue to stay at third base. As the warm-up throws are done for Geisler, and we're getting ready to rock and roll here for bottom of the second inning action. Thank you to our sponsors here for today's game. CT Computer Services, your IT guy since 2005. As now up to bat here, as I said, Peyton Beals will be taken over. His first time today. In this bottom of the second inning against Easton Geisler. He'll sky one into center field. It will almost be picked up by Jack Polk as he tries to make an athletic grab. It was a short little blooper from Beals, and it makes its way down for a base hit. First hit today for Lincoln North Star as Beals gets on to first, and now up to bat comes Mason Ford. Polk almost made a fantastic grab, basically in center field territory, as it was lightly tapped into the air, but he couldn't come down with it, and because of that, Beals is now at first for Anderson Ford. Comes the first pitch, though, into Mason Ford, as that pitch is upstairs from Easton Geisler for ball number 1. 1-0 the count to Ford, the outfielder today. On deck, Johnson with Sean Hood in the hole. 1-0. In there, strike number 1. Good bounce back pitch from Easton Geisler. Clouds now starting to make their way over the field. Wind slightly picking up and pushing from right to left at maybe about 5 miles per hour. 5 to 10. 1-0. Oh, beautiful off speed. Oh, but it's not in there. Ball number 2. I mean, a fantastic pitch from Geisler that somehow doesn't end up in the zone. It's 2-1 the count now. Beals still on over at first for Lincoln North Star. The pitch. That one's skied up. It's actually coming right towards me. It's going to fall just in front of me for strike number 2. It's 2-2 the count now to Mason Ford from Easton Geisler. Beals still at first. Geisler with a long stare down at first. Will now deliver the pitch on its way. Swing and a miss. Mason Ford goes down swinging for out number 1 and the first strikeout today for Easton Geisler. Making his way up to bat, Jaden Johnson for his first appearances. 8, 9, and 1 are due up. 8-hole hitter here taking swings at the moment. Sean Hood on deck with Austin McClipp in the hole. That one going to be grounded up 2-1. Jack Polk, what a shovel throw on to first. Oh, not in time. What a play by Jack Polk, though. Blitzing from shortstop almost into directly center field. Tosses it to Ty Hanneborg at second. They will get the 1 out, but not the double play, as successfully getting on Sean Hood. Now up to bat as Jaden Johnson gets on with a fielder's choice. Hood playing catcher will look to keep the inning alive as an off-speed in there from Geisler. Strike number 1. After a rocky start to this season, Easton Geisler and his appearances after that point have been rock solid. course, can look back to the Grand Island U-Save as one of his best performances as, ooh, I say that, it's going to bounce off the knee, it looked like, of Sean Hood, but they're going to say hit the ground first, and Jaden Johnson will make his way over to second following the passed ball. Whoopsie, didn't hit that button. It's 1-1 the count now with 2 down into Hood. Still a 10-0 lead for the Nationals in this ball game. The pitch. That one launched into center field, but Caden Johnson's there to glove it. And there's out number 3. The Nationals complete yet again another clean inning of play as they lead 10-0 when we come back here, top of the third action. FM 98.1, AM 1410, and video live streaming on NorthPlattePost.com.
Growing up, my parents always encouraged me to do what's right, even if it wasn't easy. I'd always hear my mother's voice say, "Do the right thing." That stuck with me. Every day, just do the right thing. That's it. The rest takes care of itself.
At Shelter Insurance, we believe in doing the right thing for our customers and our communities.
Find me, Brent Rogo, at 502 East Francis.
Exciting news! North Platte and surrounding communities, Great Plains Health Home Care Equipment has a new address. Find them at 220 West Leota Street, Suite 1, right beside Great Plains Urgent Care. Their professional staff is fully qualified to help you meet your needs. From wheelchairs to mobility scooters, lift chairs, and more, they have everything to make your home safe and comfortable. They've got you covered. Call Great Plains Health Home Care Equipment today at 308-568-8510. Let them help you regain your independence.
We'll go back here to Memorial Field. Nationals leading this ball game 10-0 in this top of the third inning. Happening breaks brought to you in part by Kevin McGann and the Fortifying Group. Check out Kevin McGann, the Fortifying Group. His location, 621 South Dewey, Suite B. As well as our other sponsors here for today's game. That goes to Premier Toyota. Premier Toyota just south of I-80 in North Platte invites you to stop out, take a test drive today of all their new pre-owned and used Toyotas. Premier Toyota, let's go places. So we have a new pitcher on the mound. Left-handed pitcher Jackson Wagner takes over for Sam Schaefer. Schaefer only making it through that 2 2/3 innings, giving up 10 runs on 12 hits. I mean, it's tough day for Sam Schaefer and this Lincoln North Star squad, and we'll now see if one Jackson Wagner can hold the fort down for Lincoln North Star as we are getting closer and closer to run rule territory here today. Again, bottom of the 5th inning is the run rule, 8 runs after 5, and so far the Nationals have really shown no stopping to their offensive aggression and offensive power they've had today. As Caden Johnson comes up to bat, he singled in his first plate appearance into left field and then struck out looking in his second against Sam Schaefer, and now will be facing the lefty Jackson Wagner for the first time. First pitch in, swung on, and it's once again going to be lofted towards my press box. And that's going to be strike number 1 as it's officially fouled. Really, clouds starting to bundle their way on over here. No chance really of rain from what I've seen, but now cooling the baseball field down. The 0-1 from Wagner. At, just at the letters there. Strike number 2 to Johnson. 0-2 the count now. As I take a sip of my water. Everybody drink up today. It's a little toasty outside. It's supposed to be 100 degrees in North Platte. Swung on and fouled down the third base side there by Caden Johnson. So we'll still stay at 0-2. Getting that, North Platte in a excessive heat warning all throughout the weekend, so please make sure you are safe and well hydrated. Wagner with his 0-2. Outside there, ball number 1. 1-2 the count now as that one gets past him into center field. Nothing going right for Lincoln North Star. Not even on the throwbacks are things going right for this team, unfortunately, today. But what a way for the Nationals to start this Kearney tournament. Already up 10-0 here in this top of the third inning with no signs of slowing down. As Jackson Wagner's 1-2. Driven into left field. It's going, and it is going to stay fair. Oh, they're going to call foul. Are you kidding me? I do not agree with that call wholeheartedly. That one was well fair on that left field side, and with that, another 1-2 count will have to come the way to Caden Johnson. Coach Ricky Holm, he's giggling it off, but I know he's frustrated with that call. I mean, yes, it might have looked like it touched the line, but it was still in fair territory, more towards the fair side, in my opinion. So it's now 1-2 the count to Caden Johnson as Wagner delivers again. That one way in front in the dirt. 2-2 the count as Wagner couldn't even get it to the plate, unfortunately, on that off speed. Little too off the speed with it. 2-2, nobody out, nobody on, top of the third. 10-0 lead for the Nationals. Wagner's pitch, swing and a miss. He's going to get away, though, from Sean Hood. And with that drop third strike, Caden Johnson will make his way on over to first. And now there's a runner on for the Nationals, and most certainly we will be seeing Caden Johnson try to steal on over to second. So now here comes Jack Polk. As he's up to bat, he's 0 for 2 today for Polk. I say that, he rockets one out of the glove of Easton Westland, and just like that, he'll reach with another infield single. I was going to say it's quite a tough day for Jack Polk, as he so far hasn't really been able to find the production that we normally are accustomed to when it comes to Jack Polk. But I say that, he comes up with a big hit there for the Nationals. And now we got 2 runners on for Landon Greeno. Again, doubled, singled in his first 2 appearances. Now has runners at first and second. Ooh, that one is going to bounce off of Landon Greeno, and just like that, the bases are now loaded for the Nationals with Easton Jones, the designated hitter, up to bat. He's 2 for 2 with 2 singles. Now the question becomes with Caden Johnson on over at third. Jackson Wagner with a slow windup. Could we see, I don't want to breathe it into existence, we see a home plate steal from the Nationals today. That pitch low in the dirt from Wagner for ball number 1. Still nobody out here in this top of the third inning. What a day, what a day, what a day it's been for the Nationals. 1-0. Jones at the plate, he's 2 for 2 today. As Wagner likes it and fires. Oh, it's going to bounce off of his left knee. And with that, a run will come across, and Easton Jones is going to slowly walk his way and hobble, well, I'd say hobble, but walk his way over. I believe that's his surgically repaired knee. So, head coach Ricky Holm going to go and have a chit-chat with Jones to make sure he's okay. Little update from South Dakota. As we all know, the Nationals junior team is in South Dakota for the Rapids tournament. They're currently leading 9-1 in the top of the 4th inning against Post 32 in the Commons. So both National squads off to a hot start in their respected tournaments. As bases still loaded for Dean McIntyre, who's 2 for 2 today. Wagner's pitch in the dirt there, ball number 1. So 1-0 the count. It's 11-0 the lead now, with, again, Caden Johnson making his way back to, or making his way home following the hit by pitch to Easton Jones. 1-0 from Jackson Wagner. That one tight inside again for ball 2. 2-0 the count now. Up next, Ty Hanneborg, then Logan Hayes for the Nationals. I mean, we're talking every batter has gotten 1 or more hits so far today against Lincoln North Star. Things just not going the way of Anderson Ford. 2-0. Swung on. It gets into left field. That's going to score Jack Polk. Will they bring Landon Greeno? They are going to bring Landon Greeno. He's putting the Jets on. Oh, it's out of the glove of Peyton Beals. Following that single from Dean McIntyre, who's going to make his way on over to second following the throw. Means 2 more runs come across on another hit. 13 total hits. The Nationals now lead 13-0 as courtesy running comes Gabe Moreno. And it's not going to get any better for Jackson Wagner as the batter is Ty Hanneborg. And Ty Hanneborg is 2 for 2 today with 2 singles. It is just getting from, it just feels like there's no stop to the pain train that's coming from this North Platte squad. As he looks to lay out a bunt, a very well-placed down one. Jackson Wagner can't pick it up. And with that, Ty Hanneborg gets to first in plenty of time. And then also scoring comes Easton Jones. I mean, just why not lay down a beautiful bunt along the first base side to advance Moreno also on over to third, and another run comes across. 14 runs for the Nationals here on 14 hits. This is just getting out of hand these last 2 games. Another swing. Oh, good glove, though, by Peyton Beals. So they'll get Ty Hanneborg on over at second, but another run comes home. So 1 down in the top of the third, but another run will come across as reaching Logan Hayes does on the fielder's choice. So Blaze Seiler now checks in. He's 1 for 2 today, grounded out in his first plate appearance to Easton Westland, and then singled up the middle in his last at-bat. He'll see a pitch from Jackson Wagner that's too high for ball number 1. It's 1-0 the count now. With 1 out here in this top of the third inning. 5 runs have already come across for the Nationals. Wagner's pitch, another one outside. It's ball number 2, 2-0 the count with 1 out here. $15-0 the lead for the Nationals over Lincoln North Star, a team that they beat at the Elkhorn tournament a few weeks ago, 6-1. As next pitch, once again tight inside with the fastball, and with that it's ball 3, 3-0 the count now to Blaze Seiler. You know, when it rains, it pours, unfortunately, for Lincoln North Star. Trailing 15-0 and are just struggling to find any stoppage of this bleeding as Wagner tries to pick off Logan Hayes at first. It is just a tough day for the side of Lincoln North Star. That one absolutely smashed. It's going to left field at the warning track and being gloved up there, though, on the side by Mason Ford. I mean, Blaze Seiler absolutely demolished that pitch from Jackson Wagner. Oh, the ball got away from Sean Hood on the throwback. And just like that, another run will come across for Lincoln North Star. Unbelievable stuff we're seeing right now. It's all falling apart for this North Star team. Oh my good heavens, I can't believe it. 15-0 the lead. Make that 6. Oh, well, no, we'll move Logan Hayes to second, again following the passed up ball. So with 2 down now comes Tyler Townsend following the loud out from Blaze Seiler. So now with that, we have a potential runner to come home at second base, being Logan Hayes. That one is skied up and drifting towards right field. Foul for strike number 1. It's 1-1 the count now from Jackson Wagner to Tyler Townsend. Nationals leading here today 15-0. Just unbelievable stuff we're seeing here in day 1 of the Kearney tournament. Wagner glances and fires. Swing and a miss by Townsend. Strike number 2. So with that, currently it's 2-2 the count now to Tyler Townsend. As Jackson Wagner trying to find the last out of this inning. Oh, and it's in there on an off-speed. Strike number 3. Down goes Tyler Townsend looking. The inning comes to an end after 5 runs come across. We're now going to make our way to the bottom of the third. Right here when we come back. FM 98.1, AM 1410, and video live streaming at NorthPlattePost.com.
With Sandhill State Bank's new upgraded cart management experience, you can now control your carts anytime, anywhere. The new features and added control allow you to prevent fraud like never before. Get increased transaction details, turn your card on and off whenever you'd like, and report your card lost in an instant, all from our mobile app. More insights, more control, and more security for your banking experience. Bank local and go far with digital banking solutions that go wherever you go. Visit sandhillstate.com to learn more. Sandhill State Bank, member FDIC.
With summer just around the corner, Mid-Plains Community College can help you get a jump start on your college degree. Our summer courses may allow you an opportunity to transfer credits back to your institution, saving you money while helping you earn your degree faster. Visit our website at mpcc.edu to learn more about our summer offerings and begin transforming your future today. That's mpcc.edu.
Welcome back here to Kearney as we are in day 1 of the Kearney tournament between the FNBO Nationals and Lincoln North Star. So far at the moment, the Nationals are leading this ball game by a pretty healthy margin, 15-0. Yeah, that's right, 15-0. 15 runs on 14 hits. 1 error for the Nationals compared to Lincoln North Star, who's currently is yet to record a run, but has developed 1 hit in their name as well. Up to bat here is Austin McClipp. He was one of the batters for Lincoln North Star that potentially could have come across in the bottom of the first inning, but couldn't do so. You'll see a pitch that's off speed and in there for strike number 1. Again, our half-inning breaks are brought to you in part by Kevin McGann, the Fortifying Group. Check out Kevin McGann, the Fortifying Group, at his location, 621 South Dewey, Suite B. He launches one into center field for a base hit, and with nobody out, 1 runner does get on for Lincoln North Star as it's Austin McClipp for the 2nd time today. So up now to bat comes not Sam Schaefer, Nolan Bartholomew. I mean, what a name. Nolan Bartholomew. Wow. That is crazy. Nolan Bartholomew now takes over, hitting for Sam Schaefer as he'll see a ball for ball number 1 outside. McClipp on over at first base for the side of Lincoln North Star. Pitch. Another fastball that's too low. With that, let's sit at a count of 2-0 to Bartholomew. Still 15-0 the lead for the Nationals. Nobody out, bottom of the 3rd. Geisler on the mound. Swing and fouled off. 2-1 the count. Now to Nolan Bartholomew. Braden Sunken is on deck with Caden Klein in the hole for Lincoln North Star. 2-1 count. Geisler's pitch. Oh, it's in there. Strike number 2. That one looked out. That one looked outside. I won't even lie. It's now 2-2 the count to Bartholomew as Geisler delivers. Curveball is way upstairs for ball number 3. It's 3-0 the count now. Oh, excuse me, 3-2 the count with nobody out and 1 runner on. Geisler looking for out number 1 here in this bottom of the 3rd inning. The pitch. That one popped into the sky and easily gloved up by Jack Polk for out number 1 as down goes Bartholomew. That is still quite a crazy name. Can we all just take a second to remember some of the greatest names that you know? I think Nolan Bartholomew is up there. Up to bat now comes Braden Sunken. Oh, actually, correction. Braden Sunken's not out there. It's a new hitter, Peyton Beals, it looks like. Actually, no, correction. It's number 12. That Easton Westland taking over for Sunken. So Lincoln North Star making some lineup changes. See if they can find some production on the hitting side of things. Geisler's next pitch in there. Throw on over to first is not going to be in time to get McClipp out at first base, so it's still 1-1 the count. One runner on being Austin McClipp at first. Up next to bat, Caden Klein with Jace Coleman in the hole. The Nationals do have a pitcher warming up. It's Ty Robinson. That one rocketed up the middle. It'll find another base hit, as Easton Westland will find the third hit today for the side of Lincoln North Star, and now we have 2 runners on the base pads. For Caden Klein to come up to swing. Walked in his first plate appearance against Easton Jones. Now faces Easton Geisler for the first time today. Has 2 runners on. McClipp at second. Westland at first. Geisler's pitch. Check swing as that's in the dirt, but doesn't get away far enough from Dean McIntyre to advance a runner. Oh and 1. Oh, wow, they're going to say 0 and 1? It's got to be a mistake. There's no way that was in the zone. So now officially the 0-1 from Easton Geisler. Off speed, not there. So now it's 1-1 the count. My good heavens. The 1-1. Skied up. Drifting towards Landon Greeno. He's going to get under it. Oh, but he can't glove as it makes its way into the home field dugout. Ball number, for strike number 2, correction. One and 2, 1 out. 2 runners on the base pads. Westland at first, McClipp at second. It's one of the best chances for Lincoln North Star to score with 2 runners on. The 1-2. It's low and away there. Ball 2 is, again, doesn't get far enough away from McIntyre to advance the runners. So 2 and 2. Man, those clouds really are starting to get dark. All of a sudden. My heavens. 2 and 2 with 1 out. Geisler. Oh, it's in there. Strike number 3 as Dean McIntyre couldn't hold on to it, but finds strike number 3, and second strikeout today for Easton Geisler. My good heavens, that looked like that one was below the knees, but either which way, up to bat now comes Jace Coleman. He grounded out to Jack Polk in his first plate appearance today. As Geisler delivers, ooh, that one's tight inside on a fastball, almost hitting Coleman. Ball number 1. 1-0 the count now. $15-0 the lead. Swung on, slowly grounded, but it will drift foul from the side of Jace Coleman for strike number 1. 1-0 the count. 2 outs here in this bottom of the 3rd inning. Following Coleman, Braden Sunken with Mason Ford on deck for Lincoln North Star. Yes, here comes the 1-1 now to Coleman. Curveball is just outside for ball number 2. 2-1 the count now. So now time's going to be called, and out comes Coach Ricky Holm to have a word with Geisler. Probably just to lock him in a little bit here. Oh, actually, they're going to call it quits for Easton Geisler as Ty Robinson now is going to come and take over. So that'll end it for Easton Geisler after 29 pitches. Still a smart move, of course. The reason he's doing this is to make sure Geisler doesn't have to sit an extra day of rest. Again, depending on how many pitches you throw in a day is dependent on how many days rest you get. I think 40 to 60 is 2 days. Anything past that goes up incrementally. Get to 80, that's 3. If you get to 100, that's 4 days. So with the 2-1 count to Jace Coleman, Ty Robinson now will come in and take over for the Nationals on the pitching side of things, leading 15-0 in this bottom of the 3rd inning. I mean, what a game this has been for the Nationals. I mean, they've just been all over Lincoln North Star from the word go. And it's just gone from bad to worse for this squad as they've just been unable to stop the bleeding ever since the Nationals figured out Sam Schaefer And now they are trying to close it out without giving up a run. They've already given up 3 hits to Lincoln North Star, though there are 2 down in this bottom of the third. 15 runs on 14 hits, 1 error for the Nationals. No runs on 3 hits, no errors for Lincoln North Star. Though the main scoring says Lincoln North Star has 7 errors. Good Lord. That just kind of tells you how this day has gone for Lincoln North Star. So Ty Robinson's finishing up his warm-up pitches here. And Nationals play tomorrow against Lincoln Southeast and Millard South. Still 2 very good teams the Nationals will face against. But so far they're putting them up and putting them down. So far today against Lincoln North Star. So 2-1 in the count now to Jace Coleman as lefty. Ty Robinson is checked in. That's Robinson's first pitch. In there, strike number 1 to Coleman. It's 2-2 the count now. Next pitch. Skied up into right field, and it ball's foul out of play for another foul ball. A 2-2 count. The Nationals in the last 3 games have put up 49 total runs. Yep. Oh, no, wrong. 48 total runs. Bad math there on my part. 48 total runs have come across for the Nationals offense. Only giving up 1 against McCook. Next pitch, from Robinson outside on the off speed. 3-2 the count now to Jace Coleman. 2 up next for the side of Lincoln North Star. Peyton, I believe that's going to be Peyton Beals. Next pitch, way outside on another fastball, and just like that, runner Coleman will draw the walk and go over to first, and now up comes Peyton Beals. Be taken over for Sunken. Bases are loaded. 2 down here in the bottom of the third inning. Beals singled up the middle in his first at-bat against Justin Geisler as Ty Robinson's pitch in there, strike number 1. Mason Ford on deck with Jaden Johnson in the hole for for Lincoln North Star, trailing 15-0. Swung on, slowly grounded on over to Jack Polk. Gloves it, throwing over to second. It's in time, and that's how this inning comes to an end. The Lincoln North Star did have a chance to get this game underway, but couldn't do so. And with that, the Nationals take the victory as we have reached a run rule. 15-0, the finishing blow for this Nationals squad. And just like that, they start off this Lincoln tournament on a high with a 15-0 win. I cannot believe how this team has really responded after the CWS tournament, where they were losers of 8 straight. Had about a week off, and in that week off have turned into an unstoppable machine as they take down Lincoln North Star here in day number 1 of the Kearney tournament. 15-0. Remember when we were talking a couple weeks ago, or like before Nebraska Land days, and the Nationals felt like a flip-floppy team that really was struggling to find any momentum or really struggling to find its identifying factor? I'm telling you, I don't know what they ate for breakfast or what they did, but man, oh man, have they turned the corner here. Ending day 1 with a dominating victory over Lincoln North Star. 15-0 here in the Kearney tournament. Unbelievable stuff. I can't believe what I'm seeing. I'm excited what I'm going to see tomorrow. But with that, we're going to step aside and take a break. When we come back, quick stop post-game show right here, FM 98.1, AM 1410, and video live streaming at NorthPlattePost.com.
Try Runza's Lemonade Refreshers, powered by plant-based natural caffeine. And they come in 4 delicious flavors: pomegranate passion, mango mojo, prickly pear, and watermelon wild. Why do you keep doing that?
These refreshers are just so refreshing.
But you don't have to make that noise every time. Try Runza's Lemonade Refreshers. Because from the way we make it to the way it makes you feel, Runza makes it all better.
Are you ready to embark on an exciting new career? Larry's Glass has been a trusted name in custom glass design for over 40 years, and they are seeking a skilled glazier to join their team. If you have a passion for precision and craftsmanship, this is the perfect opportunity for you. Install glass in commercial, residential, and auto settings. Get paid while you train for a new career. Stop into Larry's Glass at 211 West 5th Street, North Platte, and discuss how you can be part of their team and build a fulfilling career.
We're always something right around the corner. Quick Stop.
Save money at the pump and Quick Stop with the Dino Pay app. Dino Pay offers contactless payment using your preferred debit or credit card. The savings add up with 12 cents per gallon and even more on Tuesdays and Thursdays with rollbacks for savings of 15 cents per gallon. Huge savings. The Sinclair Dino Pay saving you at the pump. Don't forget Frazzle Gourmet Slushes and For Real Shakes and Smoothies. Gourmet coffee at everyday low prices on your favorite beers.
Quick Stop.
The North Platte Public Schools prepares all students to be productive, responsible citizens in a safe, caring, supporting learning environment with caring staff, engaging curriculum, clean facilities, and updated technology. You can rely on our schools giving your child the tools they need for a successful future. For more information, including enrollment and career opportunities, visit nppsd.org. North Platte Public Schools. Communicate, connect, commit.
The DNN Event Center wishes everyone a great sports season. With North Platte and Nebraska weather, things change quickly and can make our lives a little more difficult. Thank goodness for the DNN. The DNN offers hourly rentals for all types of sports practices, including turf, courts, batting cages, and equipment usage. Call the DNN Event Center to schedule your team's practice times and for more league information for all sports seasons. For over 30 years in our community, for your next event, the DNN Event Center.
Growing up, my parents always encouraged me to do what's right, even if it wasn't easy. I'd always hear my mother's voice say, "Do the right thing." That stuck with me. Every day, just do the right thing. That's it. The rest takes care of itself.
At Shelter Insurance, we believe in doing the right thing for our customers and our communities.
See me, Pete Volz, at 501 South Jeffers for a free insurance review.
Are you ready to embark on an exciting new career? Larry's Glass has been a trusted name in custom glass design for over 40 years, and they are seeking a skilled glazier to join their team. If you have a passion for precision and craftsmanship, this is the perfect opportunity for you. Install glass in commercial, residential, and auto settings. Get paid while you train for a new career. Stop into Larry's Glass at 211 West 5th Street, North Platte, and discuss how you can be part of their team and build a fulfilling career.
Family first. My dad used to tell us that all the time. But family first wasn't just something he'd say to us. It was how he lived every day of his life. And it's how I try to live mine too.
At Shelter Insurance, our agents are dedicated to helping provide personalized auto, home, and life protection that puts your family first.
See me, Pete Volz, at 501 South Jeffers for a free insurance review.
Welcome back here to FM 98.1 AM 1410, and you know, as always, video live streaming at NorthPlattePost.com. Nationals with the dominating 15-0 victory over Lincoln North Star in Game 1 of the Kearney Tournament. I mean, it was all sunshine and rainbows if you're a Nationals fan, and it started off hot and heavy against Sam Schaefer as he gave up 6 runs in the first inning and then 4 in the second before his day came to a close. And really, from that point on, the Nationals just didn't stop scoring. They kept pouring it in and pouring it in and pouring it in, and next thing you know, the game was over. I mean, you felt bad for Lincoln North Star at some point, just like you felt bad with some of the other teams that the Nationals have played these last couple of days. They have just poured on the runs beyond comprehension. And in total, okay, the last 3 games for this Nationals team, they have scored 48 total runs compared to only the 1 run they have given up. 48-1. That's some that's like some mythical numbers that you rarely ever see anymore. I mean, unbelievable stuff from the FNBO Nationals these last 3 games. They're now winners of 12 of their last 13 and are starting the Kearney Tournament on an absolute heater, gearing up for districts next week in Scottsbluff, winning 15-0. Of course, the winning pitcher today, Yeah, who'd even talk about? Because all three that saw time today were fantastic. Easton Jones started off hot and heavy for the Nationals, keeping them intact when things got a little bit sketchy when Austin McClipp made his way over to first in the bottom of the first inning. And then after that point, it was really lights out from Easton Jones because you only saw one inning of Easton Jones. And it was Easton Geisler who took over in the second and the third before we saw Ty Robinson come on in relief in the bottom of the third and shut the rest of the game down for the Nationals to pick up the 15-0 win. I mean, you couldn't have asked for a better start to this Carney tournament than what the Nationals have done. 25-16 on the season. We're going to step aside here, quick stop post-game show. When we come back, we're going to have more of it with head coach Ricky Holm joining me here, right here on FM 98.1, AM 1410, and video live streaming at NorthPlattePost.com.
Prepares all students to be productive, responsible citizens in a safe, caring, supporting learning environment with caring staff, engaging curriculum, clean facilities, and updated technology. You can rely on our schools giving your child the tools they need for a successful future. For more information, including enrollment and career opportunities, visit nppsd.org. North Platte Public Schools. Communicate, connect, commit.
Growing up, my parents always encouraged me to do what's right, even if it wasn't easy. I'd always hear my mother's voice say, "Do the right thing." That stuck with me. Every day, just do the right thing. That's it. The rest takes care of itself.
At Shelter Insurance, we believe in doing the right thing for our customers and our communities.
Ask me, Matthew Musselman, about Shelter's auto, home, and life options.
Buying a car? It's not always the most pleasant experience, but it doesn't have to be that way. 23 years. That's how long Premier Toyota has been in North Platte community, delivering a car buying experience that's friendly, easy, and fun. Check PremierAutoplex.com first, then stop by your lot at 2600 South Willow Street in North Platte. Come see us. Premier Toyota for your next new Toyota or pre-owned vehicle. Premier Toyota at PremierAutoplex.com.
The game's in the books. Time for the post-game show on FM 98.1 and online at NorthPlattePost.com.
We're back here to Memorial Field. Nationals with the commanding 15-0 victory over Lincoln North Star to start day one here of this Carney tournament. I mean, you just couldn't have asked for a better game number one for the Nationals. They started off hot. They did not let off that gas from the drop of the first pitch. And it was just tough sailing if you were a fan of Lincoln North Star, as it was a brutal one. 15 runs on 14 hits. Nationals did commit one error here in the bottom of the first inning, but after that, we're smooth sailing the rest of the way. No runs on 3 hits, no errors for Lincoln North Star. I think, correction, though, they had 7 errors on the official scorecard. Compared to my scorecard. So a tough day for Lincoln North Star to start their tournament. Nationals absolutely crushed. Let's go through some pitching stats here. Easton Jones will pick up the victory here. Actually, it's actually Easton Geisler in terms of overall innings pitched. Jones had 1 inning of play where he did have 1 strikeout looking, and then, of course, had the 1 error and really kept that 1 error from turning into a run as Austin McClipp couldn't get to home plate as he was at third. And then from that point on, couldn't move anything forward. And now Easton Geisler came up 1 2/3 innings of play for Geisler, as he would pick up the victory just because of the amount of innings he played. He had, of course, given up 3 hits to go alongside his 2 strikeouts, 1 swinging, 1 looking. And then Ty Robinson, who came in relief effort in a third of an inning, he, of course, ended the game out for the Nationals as well. And that's how it came to be for this squad. I mean, there's just so many things that you can talk about this squad and what they did today. Not just from the hitting standpoint. Landon Greeno went perfect 2 for 2. Easton Jones went a perfect 2 for 2. Greeno went a perfect 2 for 2. Jones went a perfect 2 for 2. McIntyre, perfect 3 for 3. Hanneborger, perfect 3 for 3. Everybody else hit above 333 in the rest of the order. Not one person didn't get a hit today. Not one. that was in the starting lineup. Unbelievable stuff. And the Nationals win game number 1, 15-0. Also, update on the side of the juniors team. Again, they are in Rapid City, South Dakota for the Rapid City tournament. They were leading in the 4th inning, 9-1. They just pulled the victory out of the Rapids' hat, proverbially, winning 13-3 over Post 320, and the Comets starting their tournament off on a high note with the victory. We're going to take a step aside one more time. We come back. Hopefully head coach Ricky Holm will be up here to have a word with me about today's game, get us all prepped for tomorrow's game. We come back here at FM 98.1, AM 1410, and video live streaming on NorthPlattePost.com.
The DNN Event Center wishes everyone a great sports season. With North Platte and Nebraska weather, things change quickly and can make our lives a little more difficult. Thank goodness for the DNN. The DNN offers hourly rentals for all types of sports practices, including turf, courts, batting cages, and equipment usage. Call the DNN Event Center to schedule your team's practice times and for more league information for all sports seasons. For over 30 years in our community, for your next event, the DNN Event Center.
Great Plains Health Orthopedics in North Platte is ready to serve you with board-certified orthopedic surgeons and a team of medical professionals who specialize in hip, knee, and shoulder joint replacements and revisions, minor to complex hand injuries, sports medicine for both the serious athlete and the weekend warrior, new and innovative operative and non-operative procedures, and work-related injuries. Same-week appointments are available. Call Great Plains Health Orthopedics today.
Your health is our mission. Great Plains Health.
With Sandhill State Bank's new upgraded cart management experience, you can now control your carts anytime, anywhere. The new features and added control allow you to prevent fraud like never before. Get increased transaction details, turn your cart on and off whenever you like, and report your card lost in an instant, all from our mobile app. More insights, more control, and more security for your banking experience. Bank local and go far with digital banking solutions that go wherever you go. Visit sandhillstate.com to learn more. Sandhill State Bank, member FDIC.
Back here, Memorial Field, Nationals with the dominating 15-0 victory over Lincoln North Star. 15 runs on 14 hits, 1 error for the Nationals. No runs, 3 hits, 7 errors for Lincoln North Star in today's game number 1. Nationals just blew it out of the water. Man, there's really nothing else you can talk about. They just kept hitting all over Sam Schaefer and Jackson Wagner for Anderson Ford Lincoln North Star, and they just didn't stop all the way till the game ended. And you got to feel bad for Lincoln North Star because they couldn't find a way to stop the Nationals offense from putting up production. And that only means scary things for the rest of the teams the Nationals see this weekend. As again, they'll play tomorrow at 12:30 and 3 o'clock in a doubleheader against Millard South and Lincoln Southeast. So Nationals do have quite a little bit of work still to do in this Kearney tournament before they can take away the championship of this Kearney tournament. So you'll have to see how that goes tomorrow. Our Ameriprise Financial Money Player of the Game. I mean, who can you even ask for? I'm gonna throw it out. Landon Garino. Yes, even though he only saw 2 at-bats this entire day today, with a perfect 2 for 2, a double as well as a single in today's game. You couldn't ask for anything better from Landon Garino, as well as some fantastic play at first and some really good base running from the man himself. So he is our Ameriprise Financial Money Player of the Game. That'll do it for us. I'm going to actually see you, of course, you all tomorrow, 12:30 Nationals back in action here in the Kearney tournament, as well as 3 o'clock. They got the doubleheader for that day specifically. So we'll see how the Nationals can get along with it. Again, they are 48-1 in terms of runs in the last 3 games. I will see you all more tomorrow from Kearney for the Kearney tournament. Nationals pick up the victory here against Lincoln North Star, 15-0. 15 runs, 14 hits, 1 error compared to no runs. 3 hits, 7 errors for Lincoln North Star. That was our Quick Stop post-game show. 27 locations open 24 hours a day. Quick Stop, always open right around the corner. I will see you all tomorrow for some more baseball action.
And right around the corner, Quick Stop. With your 24-hour convenience store. Fast, friendly, no one gives you more. Gas, food, your favorite drink. Get everything you need in a blink. That's why